Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Namaskar, Sarni. So, today, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to discuss something very important. And the topic of the day is, ladies and gentlemen, that again starting with Om, and today is 31st May 2020, and the topic is we are sitting on a danger tip. We are sitting on a danger tip at Delhi. You know, danger. This is a danger, and this is a tip. Where we are sitting today now. So, on one hand, in the home, the corona wants us to be home, inside the home, and at the same time, the earthquake that is striking during the last 1 month since 12th April, 6 earthquakes so far. This is telling us go out. So, ladies and gentlemen, on one hand, you know that this corona tells us to be out from the home, and at the same time the earthquake wants us corona wants us to be inside the home, and the earthquake wants to be outside the home. तो छो पता कि 30 वरी ब्रोट 1999 मजन गयस गार बार निशन खत्म नेबर द्रायस कशीर पे मगर वनकनस यम सात कुन तरीक गए पन्नस गरस मज बिहे वन अर्थक्वेक तूता खतरनाक तूता डेंजरस कि यूता फ्रट वनकनस क्या सनिस ओल वनकनस थोड़ा सा लकुर तो बना बे घर बार नश खत्म कर बे सड़कन पे टेंटन पे अन at Kher, that's why this earthquake is giving us the tension daily, and we want to know that how to deal it. And that is exactly, ladies and gentlemen, this earthquake is the topic of the day that I want to discuss what is crossing my mind. So, ladies and gentlemen, what I was trying to tell you, that these earthquakes, on one hand, the corona wants us to be home, and the earthquake at the same time it is taking us outside the home, because home can just fall anytime and we all will be dead. So why we discuss this point, why at all? The point is that why I am discussing it. In 1990, due to the exodus and the genocide that we faced, Kashmiri Pandits in Kashmir, 500,000, just mind-boggling. Nobody spoke about us. 30 years back, we became homeless. And again, this Damocles sword in NCR, Delhi, it is befalling us because of this earthquake. Forget about the corona. Because corona is for everybody all over the world, but earthquake is the danger is more in Delhi, and so that's the reason of discussing this particular point today. Yusuf Bunul Ikaro is as Yatman Mudlakat. Why Wuchoke Atmans Kya Heko is teach cheese Karith Jemsit is Panispanas Heko Bachevit. The how to protect. Protection is very much important. Protection means first of all, I'll just go through this few points, and then, ladies and gentlemen, I'll speak 2 minutes extempore. So let me just talk about the points that I have jotted down. So first of all, what to discuss, that is earthquake. Second is why discuss, because we have become homeless in 1990, Kashmiri Pandits, and again after we have built very small maybe or big homes, whatever it is in Delhi, this menace, this earthquake is befalling us. And there's a threat of becoming homeless again. So we are sitting on a danger tip this time, ladies and gentlemen, because remember that during the last 1 month, from 12th April 2020 to 29th May 2020, day 4 yesterday, 6 earthquakes have occurred in Delhi NCR. Remember that Delhi is falling in zone 4. The first earthquake during the recent month, 3.5 on the Richter scale, and it was 8 kilometers from the surface of the earth. The depth was just 8 kilometers. In East Delhi was the epicenter, and again on 29th May 2020, the 6th earthquake that is day 4 yesterday, it was, the intensity was 4.5 on the Richter scale. It was just 3.5 kilometers from the surface of the earth. That is depth. That is very, very shallow depth. It should be usually more than 10 kilometers from the surface of the earth to be at the safe. So it was in Rohtak, Haryana. You just remember that this 3.5, 4.5, though it appears to be a low intensity, but the duration of the earthquake, the depth of the earthquake from the surface, and at the same time, the intensity of the earthquake in the Richter scale, it goes up to 9. That is the measure of the danger to a particular place for falling off the houses and destruction of the property. So ladies and gentlemen, what is happening? So no, it is not that I am Hindu, I am Muslim, I am Christian, I am this religion, that religion. No, here we are talking about religion to responsibility. There is nothing like that I am Muslim, I am Hindu, I am Christian, and I am Sikh, that's why I will be saved. No, only the information, the awareness, and the alertness will safeguard us. So it is religion to responsibility and duty. And that is exactly, ladies and gentlemen, what we are trying to discuss and understand today. So, ladies and gentlemen, coming back to the point that we have already discussed this earthquake intensities. So, Japan and Kashmir and Uttarakhand, remember, they are in the Richter scale of 5. And this they are the zone 5. They are in zone 5 because there are 5 zones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zones. 5 zone is the highest zone. Delhi is in zone 4. But remember that these often maybe 500, 700, 1000 years, 200 years, 100 years, these earthquakes usually happen. You just see that this in Japan, it is daily the earthquakes are coming, but they are taking adequate precaution. In Kashmir, the earthquakes are mostly dead and they occur sometime. In Uttarakhand also, they are not occurring frequently. But in zone 4 in Delhi, these earthquakes during the last 1 month or so, they are becoming very active. And that is why the threat, the concern, and the tension in the minds of the people besides this corona menace. So ladies and gentlemen, earthquake, there is no earthquake safety audit that has happened in the Delhi so far. You know that 90% of the Delhi buildings are unsafe because there is no rule, no regulation, unauthorized colonies, no earthquake resistant structures. And then this to resist these buildings, they are 7.5 and 8 intensity on the Richter scale. So they have not been built like that. They have been built on just chalta hai attitude, which is very, very bad. Let us just, ladies and gentlemen, understand the philosophy behind these earthquakes basically. So what is this earthquake? This earthquake is not volcano. Volcano means that ichu asan ichu ke be nar chu bonke neran pachu lava neran. So earthquake of different type. Ichu earthquake is discuss karan yat manzar is wanan che plate tectonics. Plate tectonics I am talking about, ladies and gentlemen, here. So it is not a volcano earthquake wherein you might have seen that those these big heaps of lava come out and this fire comes out from the mouth of the air. No, it's not like that. It is plate tectonics. Basically, Delhi is now having a fault line which is just developed between Asola Bhatti mines and then Bahadur Ghat. It is a new fault line. Otherwise, these fault lines, these run for thousands of kilometers from Eurasia to the Asian plate. These plates, different plates, these are known as plate tectonics. This is showing this one plate striking, plate number 1 striking against the plateau. It may be around 10-15 kilometers mass of rock and earth mixed. Maybe beneath the surface of the earth around 3 kilometer, 5 kilometer, 10 kilometer, 15 kilometers. If it is more than 10 kilometers, it will not create much of problem. But you just see that in this Rohtak, this plate that were striking against each other, they were just at 3.5 kilometers from the surface of earth. In East Delhi, which happened on 12th April 2020, and the intensity was 3.5 on the Richter scale, this was just, ladies and gentlemen, it occurred at 8 kilometers from the surface of the earth. What I am trying to say, that these two plates, when they are striking against each other, they can create, they strike and they create lot of stress and lot of energy. Means that they are trying to, these two plates are trying to just ride over each other until they break and just become a new place, reach a new place of stability. They will not rest. So the moment they strike against each other, the stress is already there. There is a huge stress, and stress is slightly released on these 6 earthquakes, but the stress is not completely released, because these two plates are, ladies and gentlemen, they are striking against each other. And if the striking and releasing of the stress, and then just they moving like this and on each other till they are just coming in a new position, stable, they will create the earthquake. The moment they ride and then just release this energy and then break and ride on each other, then there's a movement on the surface of the earth. That is basically the plate tectonics. That is the earthquake. So this riding and releasing of the energy of these plates from the after breaking on each other, they may last for 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 20 seconds, maybe 1 minute or so. The more timings they ride on each other and just stay stable on the new place, that is the time period of the earthquake. This earthquake for yesterday, it was just for 5 seconds. Had this been for more period, this could have created havoc, because ladies and gentlemen, the buildings can withstand for maybe 4 seconds, 5 seconds